Good evening, everyone. Well, looks like I'm going to be on a roll today, but I thought I would talk about this certain subject that kind of relates to the previous video I made about Dr. Dre divorcing his wife for 24 years, Nicole Young. But this has something to do with someone else who has been known for being one of the biggest whores, thoughts, sluts of the entertainment industry for the past few years that has burned a lot of men, especially Rob Kardashian, Blac Chyna. Now, I don't know if you heard on the news, but let me give you some background about Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna is this social media personality, this hip hop video model who has not done anything with herself in life other than just looking good and looking sexy in music videos, and also using men, using sex and her looks in order to get what she wants from men. But at this point, now she has officially hit the wall. Let me show you an example. Let me show you what I found out on the news. Now, based on a recent report, Blac Chyna is not in a very good place right now. It says here that Blac Chyna has been struggling in order to make ends meet during this coronavirus scare, and she has resulted in creating an OnlyFans page, charging about, I believe, $50 to $60 per subscription, and also having people go ahead and subscribe, having her subscribe to her or follow her Instagram for money, and also charging people $1,000 so she can go ahead and make ends meet. But at this point now, she is in a very bad place. It says here that Blac Chyna, her former landlord, is ordered to pay her $58,000 of rent that she has not been able to keep up with the payments on. It says here in this article from page 6, Blac Chyna probably won't be seeing that $70,000 she wanted from her landlord. On Friday, a California judge denied the 32-year-old to request for thousands of dollars in damages after and ruled she must pay landlord Michael Kramerman, according to court documents obtained by page 6. The judge also denied Chyna a hearing in regard to the decision. The says here, quote, the judge has reduced the amount to $58,400, but that did not change the fact that he denied Chyna the right to have her day in court as former landlord against her former landlord. Chyna's attorney, Lin Chyna told page 6. Now, let's see. The decisions against Chyna came about a month after she demanded Kramerman fork for the hefty fees, claiming he fraudulently accused her of not paying rent when he first sued her in April 2019. In the lawsuit, Kramerman also accused Chyna of allegedly damaging the rental property and bailing on the lease 5 months early. In January 2020, a judge ordered Chyna to pay Kramerman $72,000 because she failed to respond to the lawsuit. Hearing about this, my first reaction was this. It's just so funny to me. It's so funny to me that a woman who has not done anything positive really with her life, other than just thotting herself up, linking up with all these rappers like Tiger, or Future, and all these other guys, has now resulted in the situation that she's in now. And it just really makes you think that it is sad that in this modern age, we have young, naive, and impressionable girls that look up to women like her. You know, this is the thing. Blac Chyna is nothing more than a professional whore. That's all she is. You know, she is a typical example of a woman who basically doesn't do anything except uses her good looks and uses sex in order to get what she wants from men. Now, the thing is, for women like her, that can only work for a certain amount of time. You know, the thing is, she thinks that she's privileged and she deserves everything just because she's a cute little princess. And that she goes ahead and has sex with all these men so that they can pay for her rent, pay for her car note, help pay for her kids from different guys. Now she's got 3 kids from 3 different guys, including Rob Kardashian and some other dude. And she's in the situation which she's officially hit the wall. And I don't feel sorry for her. It's so funny to me. And really, it just makes me think that knowing her history and what she's done with herself, that karma is a bitch. And inevitably, for women like her, it doesn't matter how beautiful you are or how well known you are. If you're just a woman who goes ahead and uses sex and uses men in order to get what you want, you're eventually going to hit the wall. Because the thing is, you can only get away. This is what I've seen with women who are like this. Women can only get away with using men and using sex in order to get what they want for so long, especially for someone who's known to be a slut or a whore like her. And now she's at a point now in which she's broke. She's got to pay all this money, which she probably doesn't even have. And she is just in a very bad place because all the bad decisions that she's made. Now, in my opinion, women like Blac Chyna are not the type of women that young girls or anyone should look up to. And I just think that guys that go ahead and fall for women like her, they're suckers. They are guys that basically they want to hit it. They're thinking with their penis way too much. They want to go up inside of her. They smash and they dash. They give her the money that she wants, and then they go ahead and leave. And now she's at a point now in which, like a lot of these women who are basically whores, she is in a point in which guys are not willing to help her anymore, and she's stuck with all the bad decisions she's made in her life. And especially given the fact that she has this reputation of burning men, like what happened with her and Rob Kardashian years ago. See, Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian, they used to be a couple and they used to be married. But when Rob Kardashian was with her, he was arguably among the biggest wimps, simps, and suckers of them all. You know, when he married her, she gave him a child called Dream Kardashian. And this is what he said about her in their relationship. Now, this is what is said in the post of In Touch Weekly about Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna. Their relationship may have ended years ago, but Blac Chyna and Rob Kardashian's drama is far from over. A custody battle and other legal issues mean the tension just keeps coming, and it takes a detailed timeline to break down everything that's happened between the two. But despite all the ups and downs, at least one good thing came from this couple, and that's their daughter, Dream. Dream is arguably the cutest Kardashian kid, and the parents, Chyna and Rob, did the best to be a happy family for her. This is what Rob Kardashian said about Blac Chyna. I was trying to give her a chance. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian son said about his baby mama during an April 2018 disposition as part of his September 2017 civil suit for alleged battery and assault, which his ex filed a motion to dismiss in February 2020. I only want a child with one woman, so I'm going to give this woman a chance. But you know, it just never reconciled. It just got worse. Everything just got worse. When it was clear the relationship was done for good, his only thoughts were for his daughter. I just felt sad for my baby. And yeah, I would definitely feel sad for this kid too. Because when you have a mom like Blac Chyna, she's not going to be a good role model to her kids, especially her daughters. Because how is she going to raise her daughters? She's probably going to teach her daughters that, oh, if you're going to be successful in life, you need to use men. You need to go ahead and use your pussy like a piece of cheese that's attached to a string so you can lure them in like mice, and then you'll be able to get what you want. But I've seen over and over again, the women who lead this sort of lifestyle eventually are inevitably going to hit the wall. And here's another great example I've seen recently. Another one of the notable sluts and thoughts of the entertainment industry is Amber Rose. Amber Rose was another one of these hot women who basically is not known for anything except for just looking good and having a big ass and dating rappers. You know, Amber Rose, she used to date Kanye West back in the days, which probably was the best man that she's ever had as far as his potential and his outcome in life. But their relationship ended, and then she went to downgrade to Wiz Khalifa, who I think is just, honestly, he's just, oh my God. I don't care for him as a rapper, and I don't care for him as a person. I just think that he's honestly an idiot. And Blac Chyna settling down with, not Blac Chyna, but Amber Rose settling down with Wiz Khalifa just shows who she really is. And then their relationship broke up after I think they had a kid together. And then Amber Rose dated this one guy. Let me see what the fuck his name is. Amber Rose. Breakup. Let's see. Yeah. Amber Rose also dated 21 Savage. They broke up. And then what happened after that was that she was going out with this one guy. I don't know what his name is. Oh yeah. She was going out with this guy called Alexander Edwards, who's this record label A&R, who's nowhere near the same level as Kanye West or Wiz Khalifa or 21 Savage, and he's basically a nobody. He's a guy who I guess she was at a point in which she's basically trying to settle down with any guy that she can get. And then they had a baby together, and from what I've heard recently, they broke up. And now the main thing that Blac Chyna and Amber Rose have in common is that they're both two women that used sex and good looks to get what they want, but now they both suffered the fate of a lot of women who are in the position in which they're used up after sleeping around with a bunch of different guys, hopping on different guys like musical chairs, and then they suffer the fate of a lot of women who choose to be whores and sluts. They become old, washed up, and used up. They got a lot of baby fat on them from having all these kids, and then men don't want them anymore. And so they have to unfortunately suffer for all the bad decisions that they have made in their lives. Hold on a sec, guys. I need to turn the lights on. Just give me 1 second. That's better. It's starting to become dark out, so I figure I might as well go ahead and bring some more light. But this is the main theme that I'm seeing, is that the women who choose to be sluts, they choose to be whores, it's all going to catch up to you towards the end. Okay? You know, and these are women that will complain about, I got all these kids from all these different men and no one wants to come on in to take care of them. Well, the reason why that's the case is because here's the thing. Men don't want to have to deal with women who have had multiple kids from multiple different guys. because that shows that you have poor judgment of character when it comes to choosing men that you have babies with. And although people say children are a blessing, children are great, the thing is that the reason why you haven't been able to keep these men is because you've made the wrong choices in men, or you're a woman that men just get fed up with and they don't want you anymore. And so you're stuck being by yourself and having to go ahead and struggle for the rest of your life in order to take care of your kids. And what also makes it worse for them is that there's a lot of these women who do these sort of things and they have nothing to fall back on. They have no real education, no real profession, and no grind and no hustle. And they end up becoming broke and suffering because honestly, there's a reason why women, not all women, but certain women use men in order to get what they want by money, assets, a home, cars, or whatever. Is because they're lazy. See, that's the thing. Women who use sex in order to get what they want from men, they're lazy. And it really just is a slap in the face for women who actually put in the time and effort to invest in themselves and develop themselves to go beyond just being beautiful and good looking, but to actually have something to bring to the table in a relationship and also have something to offer to society beyond just looking good and sleeping around with men. So my thing is this, is that am I against women who go ahead and use their looks and you in order to get what they want in life? Is that a bad thing? No. But you gotta understand this, ladies, is that your looks can only take you so far. Because any good man, I'm gonna say this for myself, I think for a lot of guys, doesn't just want a pretty face and a nice body. A good man actually wants a woman who's productive. A good man actually wants someone who has something to bring to the table and to help build himself up in order to become a better man. And especially for guys like me, I don't want to go out with a woman who wants to use me for my money or anything. Because a good woman is willing to help to collaborate and bring money to the table and is not out to take and take and take, but to contribute and to help out with men. Now, there's a lot of women like Blac Chyna who have used their looks in order to get what they want, but there are also some other women who've actually gone ahead and used their good looks as a platform in order to achieve bigger and better goals in life. Like, say, for example, this is Melissa Ford. Beautiful, sexy woman. One of the most legendary video vixens of all time. Let me show you an example going through this. Hold on, guys. Let me show you an example. I mean, when she was in her prime, when she was young, oh my God. She was gorgeous. But even though she has been in some of the most noble music videos of all time, like Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z or Knock Yourself Out by Jadakiss and many others, she knew that being a music video model and just looking good is not going to last forever. And she was only using the platform of being a music video model as a way to go to the next step in life. When she was doing music videos, she was studying in school. She was studying to become a forensic psychologist, which is good. I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily that being a forensic psychologist is something that is a worthwhile profession or degree nowadays, but she wanted to do something bigger and better with herself. And then after she went ahead and she was in the music video industry, in the modeling industry, she went on to other industries. She was a spokesperson for BET. She also went into real estate in New York and was pretty successful in that. And she's went on to create other platforms for basically, how can I put it? Being a radio personality, creating a radio show called Hollywood on Lock. And she's also created her own YouTube channel and podcast called I'm Here. I'm here for the food. And when she discusses with women about the issues that women face nowadays, I'm talking about female issues for female empowerment and all these other things. She is a woman who has started out with her looks, but she's used her brain power in order to accomplish bigger and better things with herself. And she's done pretty well. And the thing is with her, she was not sleeping around with all these rappers and making babies with them so she can get alimony and child support. She was not that type of woman. You know, she said that when she was in the music industry, that whenever guys tried to make a move with her, she described herself as being the queen of no. And that's because women like her, although they're beautiful, they have self-respect, okay? They know that men like them. They know that, they are very desirable, but they don't want to go ahead and give themselves away to just any guy so they can take advantage of them. Because she is a woman who believes in herself and knows herself, that knows she has the potential to get ahead of life based on her looks and her grind. And that's the type of woman that I like. You know, she's the type of woman that actually has a lot to bring to the table more than just her good looks. Okay? And there's a reason why, for her, she's not in the situation like Amber Rose and Blac Chyna. So, and like I said before, nowadays with women and the role models they see with Cardi B, Blac Chyna, Amber Rose, and Kim Kardashian. Although Kim Kardashian, honestly, even though she's considered to be, I would consider her to be a slut or a thought, she took the brand of her name and created an empire with it. And then she wifed up with Kanye West, and they're considered to be a power couple. She made the right moves in order to link up with a guy who has a lot of potential and is doing bigger and better things with her life, with their life. And she also has things to bring to the table. Is she not very bright? And has she used her looks and sex to get what she wants? Yeah. But that was just the start of her to bring her to where she's at now, as being one of the most notable and powerful women in the world. Whereas with women like Amber Rose and Blac Chyna and so many of these other sluts become used up and thrown away like a used condom. And it's just, if a lot of women are following Amber Rose and Blac Chyna, it's just sad. It's sad to show what this generation of females have to look up to, in which they eventually are going to go ahead and suffer the same fate as Blac Chyna and Amber Rose, not because of what men have done to them or what society has done to them, but because of the poor decision making and their stupidity has led them to poverty and desperation, and being in a position in which they're not going to get help from anyone because they burned a lot of bridges with that. And I don't think there's really worth anything else to say other than, you know what? Blac Chyna, you're screwed. Amber Rose, you're screwed. And all you other women who are whores and sluts, you're screwed. Okay? Because you are living in the United States where you can go ahead and make something of yourself in life. You could create your own business, create your own entrepreneurial ventures, but instead you just use and abuse other guys to the point in which you're stuck on your own with a bunch of kids and no father. No father is around because you haven't made the right choices in men, and men don't want you to begin with. So my thing with message that I want to say to all the guys out there, don't fall for these sluts. Don't fall for these whores, okay? Because if you settle down with them, you're going to settle down with someone who eventually is going to end up like Blac Chyna or Amber Rose. If you want to be with a woman Be with a woman who has more to bring to the table than just good looks. A good woman helps her man become a better man, whereas a good man helps the woman that he is with become a better woman. And that's my point to you ladies too, is that if you want to be a good woman, don't just use men, build men. Build yourself. Create something of yourself in which will last you a long time, and you can sustain yourself and know that you have lived a good life in which is productive and fruitful, and you won't suffer the same fate as these women too. I mean, that's pretty much all I can say about this whole situation with Blac Chyna and Amber Rose. But I will want to bring up another, let me show you another clip. This is for all the guys out there that want to settle down for these bitches and whores. Let me bring up something of what Tupac has to say about these bitches. Okay? Let's go ahead and bring this shit up. Tupac on women. Bitches. Let me skip to this.
Guys, speak to. We don't love the B word. Bitches ain't shit. We don't love them hoes, and it's like that. I feel as though it really ain't as big as everybody make it, you know? Even the females know it's bitches. Females don't even hang with females, you know what I'm saying? So why would they expect a nigga to understand something they don't understand? You know what I'm saying? That's one. Two is that these bitches is like, boss, she out there handling her business. She ain't saying, why you call me bitch? She clowning, you know, and that's what you do. That's how you show and prove. Bet no nigga gonna fuck with her. If you call yourself a bitch, who can call you a bitch? Niggas need to stop giving these bitches all the attention. That's why niggas is dying now. When these hoes get horny, niggas die. Hoes get horny, niggas die. Watch, every time, every funeral you go to, it's a bitch that was horny the night before. So you need to start checking these bitches, keep your dick in. Niggas need to go back to the OG penitentiary days and start jacking off. Because if you don't, you're going to end up killing each other. We're going to all die. We got to start saying, fuck these bitches, man. If you fucking with a cool female, that's all good. But if you fucking with a bitch, you need to break her ass and shake her ass. H-U.
Wise words from a wise man. You know, I'm not saying all women are like that, but there are a lot of them out there. Men, avoid these women at all costs. And for you ladies, don't end up like them. Don't end up like the Amber Rose and Blac Chyna. Look up to someone like her. Okay? That's all I got to say about this for tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you like what I have to say, you know, like, subscribe, share it to someone who might appreciate what I have to say about this subject. And till next time, peace out, and you enjoy yourselves. And stop saving these hoes. Goodbye.